Hey, Michelle from Michelle Loves Books. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Monday, July 6th. It is the first day of Cramathon, minus my face being all totally broken out. But anyways, Cramathon runs until July 12th. This is also a big week for birthdays this week, so it's kind of funny. I think every year, at least the last couple of years, there's always been a readathon during my birthday, which is awesome because I can't think of a better way to spend my birthday. Today is my oldest sister's birthday. My dog's birthday is on the 10th. My cat's birthday is on the 9th. And my birthday's on the 11th. Okay, so I thought to start out this vlog, I would just share my TBR. The first challenge is to read a book by a Black author. For that, I'm, shaking the table everywhere. For that, I'm going to read Children of Blood and Bone. I know, I said I was gonna read this last week, and then I changed it. I don't have the dust jacket on it because I did start reading it last night. I actually read a whole lot yesterday. I finished the Bane Chronicles. There was like 4 stories left, or like 3.5 stories left. So I finished reading all of those stories. And then what else? Oh, I read a few pages of this, and I started 2 other books that are on this TBR as well. I actually got a lot of reading done. So yeah, if you can consider it starting this book, I'm on page... I was gonna give a quick synopsis of this, but it's pretty hyped up around BookTube anyways, and I don't know what it's about. I don't know explain what it's about. It's about a world without magic, and this girl tries to get magic back and also is seeking revenge for what happened to her mother. The second challenge is to read a book that is less than 200 pages. Well, this one's gonna be kind of up in the air. My plan is kind of a cheater plan, but I plan on listening to an audiobook for this, and I was going to listen to If We Were Villains. So technically the book is more than 200 pages. If I listen to it on audiobook, yeah. If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio. This is the book chosen for the July book of the month for Dark Academics Book Club, and I'm super excited to read it. Or if I don't read that one, I have some graphic novels checked out on Hoopla I can listen to, or I might feel the need to go ahead and start the next book in the Shadowhunter series, Tales from the Shadowhunter Academy. This is a short story collection. I can start reading some of these stories. The third challenge is to read a 2020 release, and this was great and excellent because I actually have 2 arcs on this list that I want to read. So this kind of pushes me to read those arcs, but for that one, I'm choosing The Good for Nothings. This book will come out in August. This is basically about this girl, Cora. I can remember her name because it's the same name as the girl from Axiom's End. Popular name of the year in literary protagonists, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, our main character, Cora, she wants to be part of the family business of theft and crime, and she ends up getting locked up. She ends up striking a bargain with the prison warden, getting a group of misfits together to go find this treasure. Yeah, it just sounds really good. And they each have like different abilities, but one of our characters is this little robot, and I'm just really excited to see how that goes. I don't know. I think it's a YA book. It looks like it could be middle grade, but I think it's YA. I don't know yet. The next challenge is to read a book that is own voices. For this, I have another arc. I did actually start this one last night too. I'm on page 51. But it's called The Girl and the Ghost by Hannah Alcaf, and it is about a little Malaysian girl. And the author is also a Malaysian woman. And she's written some other things. The Weight of Our Sky. So like I said, I started this book last night and I am like in love with it. It is so cute. So this little girl, she inherits a ghost or a pelicite. So a pelicite is a type of ghost that bonds to an individual. The ghost or the pelicite needs a master, and this master can send the pelicite out to wreak havoc on other people. It actually very reminiscent of yokai. That was the first thing I had in my mind as I started reading this book. It reminded me of yokai. Yokai are spirits that do bad things. Oh my gosh, so far I really like it. She did already mention that there's a scene in this book that she has rewritten since the arc came out. It definitely will be different in the final copy, so yeah, anyways. And the final challenge is to read a nonfiction. This one threw me for a loop, really, because I don't really read a lot of nonfiction. However, I do have like 2 memoirs that I started and I haven't finished yet. So this might be a really good opportunity to do that. One of them, the one I'm choosing for this, is called Bossy Pants by Tina Fey. And this one, to be honest, okay, so I got 50 pages in, and I just started to think that I might end up DNFing this book anyways. So I'm gonna use this for this challenge, and we will find out if I can continue reading it or not. This book started out, the first like 20 pages started out just hilarious. I was laughing out loud, so funny. I mean, it's Tina Fey. Like, I love her movies, and she's like super funny. But then it started just to get, like, she was trying too hard to be funny, and I didn't find it funny. I thought it was very cheesy in a way. I started losing interest, and then just kind of, this is gonna sound really rude, but I just don't know that I care enough about every little detail about her growing up in her life to like want to read a book. So I kind of figured that was going to be an issue, but I just thought that she's a really funny person, and so I might just really like the humor, and at first I liked it, but now I'm just like, I don't know. So we'll see. I might end up DNFing that book, but that's going to fit. Even if I don't finish the book, I'm counting it for nonfiction. The other book I started reading last night, I fell in love with. Like, I had to force myself to put it down and go to bed so I didn't walk in too late on my husband while he's trying to sleep. And that is, oh, I don't have the dust jacket on this either. The House at the Edge of Night by Catherine Banner. This one I had to read. I thought I was going to read a couple other books, more like super summary, but it wasn't going to happen. So I had to pick one book to read that was super summary. This one won out. It takes place over about 70 years on this island on the off the coast of Sicily, and it's actually a historical. I didn't know it was a historical, but it takes place in the early 1900s, and so far our main character is Il Dottore. So that means the doctor. He gets a job on this island that hasn't had a doctor in like a century. And he's like, how did you guys survive? Back in this time, there was a count and a countess, which is, I had to look it up. I really wasn't sure. I've heard that terminology in other movies and things like that. But a contessa or a count is basically like, I think it's like the equivalent of like a duke and duchess. They're royalty basically. Italian royals are basically the top in this little island, and this is this doctor going there and who he meets, and so far it's just, I'm like so in love with it. It's so beautiful. Like, I love the descriptions. The writing is beautiful. I love the descriptions of the island. I have a quick update for my Shadowhunters vlog, and then I'm going to get into reading. I'm not sure what I'm going to start reading. I think this book doesn't actually fit any of the prompts for Cramathon. I just really want to read it. I think I'm going to start with The Girl and the Ghost. It's already 3 o'clock. I don't think I'll be able to finish this book today. I guess I'll catch up with you later.
Tell me your troubles?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so today, I have not got to read yet today, but I read a lot last night. I read The Girl and the Ghost. I'm on page, 183, so I only have a little bit left to go. I don't know what it is. I just want to scrap everything. I just want to start reading this book. But no, I'm not going to do that. Today though, I had to go to Walmart, and my youngest son wanted pancakes, and then our pancakes from yesterday got messed up.
And we made them out of flour.
I know, I thought it was pancake mix, but it was just plain flour.
Mom and me, like, we ate it, and then I was like, and Mom was like, this tastes weird. I was like, wait, how though? You gotta add the syrup to it. And then I ate some, and I was like, wait, what the frick? This almost feels squishy.
Yeah, it had like a weird texture, and like it almost tasted, what did it taste like, plastic or something? I don't know. And I was like, this is not right. Tastes like? And then, who was it? Dad said, oh, did you use that stuff in the cabinet? He's like, in Florida, in order to prevent bugs getting in all of your food, in your pantry, and your dry goods, you have to put everything in plastic containers. But my husband didn't put the label with it, so I forgot it was flour, and I thought it was pancake mix, but it wasn't. It was just plain flour. Anyways, yeah, it was a big mistake, and so Aaron was really bummed out. So I told him I would go and get pancake mix, and he reminded me last night, and then we woke up this morning, that was the first thing he said. He said, are we going to do pancakes this morning? I'm like, I guess I'll go to the store. But it did give me opportunity to get some stuff for acne. Like, I'm wearing makeup right now, but otherwise, like, oh my gosh, my face has been breaking out so bad this whole like last 6 months to a year. I just have like constant breakouts. So I guess I'm trying to get some new stuff for my skincare. So I'm trying this. Anyways, it's Burt's Bees Acne Solution, and it's just a spot treatment with salicylic acid, because I do already have a face wash that I really like and a moisturizer, and they're like brand new, so I didn't want to buy new stuff of that. So I'm going to try the spot treatment and see how it works, and then if not, then I will try a new face wash that has maybe like the salicylic acid. Oh, the library. So we went to go to the library, and the library is closed until the 13th, so that was a super big bummer, because now I guess we're going to have to buy the book that my son needs for his report, for his book report. He has to do a video book report off of, there's like a choice of 4 books, so we're gonna pick one of those books for him.
Ah, that reminds me, I gotta finish editing mine soon.
And then Michael, you have to build a diorama, right?
Yeah, we had to build we're gonna build a camp upload from the lightning thief.
Yeah. So that was one of 4 choices that he could do, but he already read the book, so we're like, this is perfect. We went to the Dollar Tree and got a bunch of stuff to build Camp Half-Blood. Might as well do a Dollar Tree haul. We got like 2 things of this mossy grass stuff, craft sticks, to build the cabins. I don't really know what this is going to be used for. I'm sure we'll find something useful for it. Some foam, balloons. This is actually for something totally different. Floral tape, because we're going to need to figure out how to build like trees.
We don't really know how to do it yet though, so I was thinking we could try plastic.
Yeah, we could do that. I was also thinking we're going to look into doing like paper mache. It's just basically glue and paper, which we've got tons of that, and it's super cheap, and we could build a bunch of them. And then there's like a lake in Camp Half-Blood too. So we're going to use these blue, like super, it looks like water. What else did we get? We got this stuff. I thought maybe this would look really cool for like maybe the roofs. But for right now, we are going to go chill. I want to read some of my book and lay down and stretch out my leg. Are you going to start working on this now or later?
I wanted to work on it with you, because I was thinking, like, I don't know, what if I mess up something, or like...
Is there anything I wanted to say about this book? Oh, this book? Okay, so this book, it's really dark. I'm really surprised. Like, I thought it was going to be, like, cutesy. I would say it's more like a children's or middle grade horror book. We deal with a lot of themes that I feel like is really, really good. We deal with bullying. We deal with her best friend being jealous because she makes another friend, and then this idea of betrayal, and then we have this, like, the stakes get higher, and our main character has like a really sweet, cute friendship. Like, it's just
that tells us.
I'm just saying, I really like it. So the author did put on Goodreads that there's a scene in here that she had to rewrite because it was like too dark, and she didn't want to do something. But I'm like, which scene is it really? Because there's a few in here that are, I don't know, I feel like Michael would do well reading it. I don't know about Aaron though. So anyways, I'm gonna go finish this book. Well, I just finished my first book. Thank you for the tears. That was so sad. Oh my goodness. It was really good though. I don't know if this is like a children's book. I don't know. It is a children's book. It's marketed as a children's book. I don't read a whole lot of middle grade. Are they always this sad and a little bit scary? And so now it's between these 2. I just don't know. Good for Nothings or Children of Blood and Bone. I also have the other one I started, but it doesn't fit any of the... We're gonna go with this one because it's shorter, and I feel like it's gonna be a little bit more lighthearted. Well, before I start my next book, I need grilled cheese in my life. Alright, here we go again. I have to go back to the store to get some stuff for dinner. I guess Donald's gonna make chicken enchiladas. So we already have the shredded chicken, so we just have to make it into enchiladas. And then I have to get some other like buns and bread and stuff like that for other stuff. Should have planned this out before last time I was out. But I did go ahead and bring my headphones. I think I'm going to listen to If We Were Villains while I'm walking around the store. We'll see how that goes. That was really weird. Some of my footage got lost. Anyways, I was just updating. I got back from the store and my husband's downstairs making enchiladas, and I am chilling. Got my beer. I am editing some footage. So I'm just going through and cutting all the parts where I pause for a really long time, and I can do all that without actually listening to it. So I'm listening to my audiobook while I just do rough cuts. So that's what I'm doing. As far as this book is going, it's pretty good. I haven't listened to enough of it to really form an opinion just yet, I guess. I have noticed a couple times my attention is kind of phasing in and out. Alright, I'm not sure this is the greatest book to listen to on audiobook because I realize what it is. Most of the time the narrators don't ever tell you when you're moving on to another chapter. If you're reading a book where they change perspectives and timelines, like they usually signify at the change of a chapter. They might have a date or before or later or after, you know, things like that to signify that we're moving on to a different perspective or a different timeline. I just realized, like, we just all of a sudden we're like at this school and they're doing Caesar and like some kids had this brawl, and then all of a sudden he's talking about how he was in prison and he's talking to this girl and she says, yeah, I don't talk to any of them again, this play messed us up or whatever. And I was like, wait, hold on, we just like fast forward and somebody went to prison? What? And then another thing, I thought maybe it was me that I had tuned out during the book. I think it's because maybe we switched chapters, because we went from doing a play and then they were in like the dress room, and then all of a sudden it was like a social thing, they weren't doing the play. And I think that was, the line was blurred there when we made that change. So I'm just thinking that this is probably not the best book to listen to in audiobook format to begin with. So I think just because I'm still editing my video, I'm going to continue listening to it. I do have the ebook as well, so I think I'm going to read the ebook for this. That kind of sucks because it was going to be my challenge for under 200 pages. Oh, Arya, you found a blanket. Ignore my laundry, but like, Arya is too good to just lay on the floor. She has to have a blanket. Literally, I saw her find the one sock left on the floor and she curled up on the sock. Yeah, that's my dog. Today is July 11th, and yes, it is my birthday. So I thought I would just go ahead and show you guys what my family got me for my birthday, because it was so sweet. It was such a big surprise. So one of the biggest things is a decal for my Nintendo Switch. So it is super pretty. Got the white Zelda pack. This is for the Joy-Cons and the controller. And then there is a missing piece to the dock. It's supposed to have a piece right on the front, the Z for Zelda. I got 2 books. One of those books is the official guide, and it is, I think it's the expanded edition. And it came with this map, which is going to be perfect to put on my wall, because I actually have a little bit of news to share. I am starting a Twitch channel to do some streaming, I don't know what you call it, but streaming. I'm going to be streaming primarily Zelda Breath of the Wild. That is my favorite game, but I'm probably going to be doing some other games as well. But because I'm such a huge fan of Zelda, that was why my husband was so kind to get me all these. Oh, and my son has all of them. This little booklet to hold all of the amiibo cards. And I did go ahead and get a capture card as well to help me stream. This isn't exactly a birthday present, but it kind of goes with it because it just arrived today, but I knew that this was coming. And then I got another book that's not game related, and it is the second book, the second compendium to the Lux series. So I'm super excited to have this. One of these days I'm gonna do a reread of the series, and then of course the balloons, they're so cute. I went ahead and put them on my chair. And then also a couple other things like a couple bottles of wine and coconut cream cake or something like that. As far as reading has gone, today I have mostly been working on trying to figure out the OBS software for streaming and creating all the graphics for that. Now that that got here, I'm going to be trying to work on that today. Trying to set that up and figure all that out. So, and then I really would like to play my game today. I don't think I've finished any other books. I've just been listening to House at the Edge of Night, which does not go with any of the prompts. I've just been listening to it. I finished another audiobook. I actually read a good portion of The Good for Nothings. It's pretty good. And I finished the Home for Unwanted Girls audiobook. That book was so good. I think I've really just been really distracted by my video games, so I haven't really been listening to anything. I've read a little bit more of If We Were Villains for the ebook. I started the Secret History audiobook, and then I've just been listening to the House at the Edge of Night audiobook. So I'm bouncing around with all these books, but I haven't really been focusing on one book. But that wraps up this, and we have one more day left, Cramathon. So I am hoping, I don't think I'm going to be able to finish any books in a day, but I'm going to be reading some more of, what do we call it? I don't know. But I will update you tomorrow.
Buzzing, buzzing, and we're humming, humming, and we're loving, loving all day. Flying high like the birds and the bees, and we're feeling alive while we float with the breeze. Cause we're buzzing, buzzing, and we're humming, humming, and we're loving, loving all day. Yeah, feels good when I'm near you. I got the whole world in our rear view, but when you're here, I can feel you like a summer day in June. Migrate from the bad times now. Love crimes never held me down. We've been through all these grapevines. How we gonna find out truth? We're buzzing, buzzing, and we're humming, humming, and we're loving, loving all day. Flying high like the birds and the bees, and feeling alive while we float with the breeze. Cause we're buzzing, buzzing, and we're humming, humming, and we're loving, loving all day. Spread your wings when you're with me, girl. Take a trip, we can feel this world. Leave it all, watch your life on, girl. Let these moments move. Love deeper than the blue that you see now. Way above all the seas with our wings out. Good times, yeah, we got them on speed dial. Sun shining through. Flying high like the birds and the bees, and feel the sky with the songs and the trees. Cause we're buzzing, buzzing, and we're humming, humming, and we're loving, loving all day. Flying high like the birds and the bees, and we're feeling alive while we float with the breeze. Cause we're buzzing, buzzing, and we're humming, humming, and we're loving, loving all day.